Hey, Bastish here for 64K and welcome to another episode of Pop Culture Quick Bytes. And welcome back. So today's episode is all about the latest Bitmap Books release, Go Straight, the ultimate guide to the side-scrolling beat-em-up. So this is another one of these massive Bitmap Books history of a certain genre. This is obviously the scrolling beat-em-up genre. This covers everything from the 1980s right up to 2021. There's over 450 pages in this book and over 200 different games reviewed. Bear in mind, this is not only arcade games covered here, but games from all formats. So let's first take a look at this book physically, and then we'll check out some of its main features. I absolutely love this cover. The colors are so vibrant. It's got a little bit of characters from all different games if you really look carefully. And there it is, Go Straight, the ultimate guide to side-scrolling beat-em-ups. And as per Bitmap's high standards, the spine is really hard and secure. Your pages aren't going to be falling out like I've had in other books. The quality of the paper also extremely thick as usual and is very durable. And here's all the systems on display, and being a UK release means they haven't completely dismissed computer games, unlike most US publications of the same style. And with hundreds of games reviewed, they've got all the heavy hitters plus a lot of obscure ones, or even games that aren't all that great. So the main content of this book is obviously all the reviews, so let's take a closer look on how they set out. The book's got this awesome foreword by Yoshihisa Kishimoto, which I'll talk about pretty soon. I think that's a fantastic score for this book. And the reviews are set out in pretty standard fashion, with these nice big splash screens in between, which I really love. And you've got these big fold-out gateways, which I think is fantastic. It really brings these games to life. You've also got intros to each decade, so it puts things into context. And you got all your big favorites, the ones that you actually expect to be in here. They're all covered in full detail. And you've also got games from the modern era. So it's not just restricted to retro style. But of course you've got all your favorite heavy hitters as well. You can't have a book like this without them. Again, top quality as usual. So the writing as usual is excellent Bitmap Book stuff. There's a lot of humor in there, it's written really well. Obviously the information is excellent. What I really like though is that they don't just cover the top-notch scrolling beat-em-ups, they also throw in some trash in there, so you're not just getting this glossed over look at scrolling beat-em-ups in general. There's some really bad games which I really like. There's also great introductions to each decade, which really sums up the look and feel of what was happening at the time. I especially like the introduction by Yoshihisa Kishimoto right at the beginning of the book. If you don't know who he is, he was the godfather of the scrolling beat-em-ups from Technos. He may not have made the original scrolling beat-em-up, but his games like Renegade and Double Dragon definitely defined the whole genre. So overall again, Bitmap Books delivers. I can never say anything really negative about their products. Their books are just so well crafted. If you love genres, specific genres of games, you need to check out their whole back catalog. It's just fantastic. This is another excellent tome. It's going to take you forever to read through all this information. There's so much stuff packed in here. Obviously, shipping for this thing is a little bit expensive because it's a massive tome. It's nowhere near what I've come across on other books though, so just bear that in mind. But it's well worth the investment, and I would highly recommend it to any fan of this genre. And if you want to pick up this book for yourself, here's how. Yeah, so head on over to bitmapbooks.co.uk and you can check out Go Straight. plus all the other excellent books like the recently released A Guide to Japanese Role-Playing Games, which are also covered in a previous episode, and I've got many other episodes covering the other great stuff. Go check it out. And thanks for joining me, Bastish B at 64K. I hope you had a good time, and if you can please like and subscribe, they'll be greatly appreciated. I'll see you next time. Cheers.